So cool, Laura.
Isn't it pretty?
I would just want to go see all the trees. I'm such a Christmas gal. I live for the season, and I can't imagine. How do you decorate them all differently?
And I'm sure they're stunning. We got a sneak peek, but to go there would be something else.
Have you put up a tree yet?
I have. I've had it up for like a few weeks.
So
and you've had it up for, you had it up like Halloween, right?
I know, yeah. It was a little extreme this year, but I know folks are probably trying to make plans this week because we really turned the page from November to December. That happens on Thursday. And it definitely felt a little bit more festive today when it goes to just feeling winter-like across Northeast Ohio. Upper 30s, near 40 is that where we still are, and that's where we were a couple hours ago. So that is slightly cooler than this time yesterday. Nothing super crazy, but you'll notice a little change as we head through tomorrow as we get a little treat back into the 50s. So tomorrow on the hour, we will start the day. Some of you in the upper 30s, some of you in the low 40s. The cloud cover will be present, and it's not really going to escape us all day long. We'll see maybe a few peaks of sunshine through the early afternoon, but we will be mild, and that is the best part of this basically the entire week, because tomorrow's the real treat. If you have to get out and do any maybe holiday decorating outside, tomorrow would be the day. We start though to see change late tomorrow night, and that's all ahead of some more active weather that's coming in our direction. So where do we have to look right now? Because as you take a live look at satellite and radar, this is a loop of the past couple of hours all across the nation. There's not one standout spot here that you might be looking at over another. But I will tell you, we have to point out two areas, one a little bit farther to the north and one a little bit farther to the south. Now these two areas, as I mentioned, they're not super crazy right now. A little swirl up through Canada, and that's an area of low pressure that will kind of make its way closer to us within the next 24 to 36 hours. It'll stay to the north, but attached to it, it's going to be a cold front. So where does it get its moisture from? These two sources. The cold air is going to come from down here. Down here also, a little bit closer to the Gulf of Mexico, is going to be some tropical moisture. And for folks down through the deep south tomorrow, it is going to be an event, a severe weather event for them too. So parts of the deep south could actually see tornadoes tomorrow. For us though, we'll stay cloud cover locked in, and then we start to build in the changes when it comes to wet weather as we approach late Tuesday into Wednesday. It'll be a quick hit for us when it comes to seeing some rain. So zooming you ahead, you can already see this is Wednesday. The entire Buckeye State blanketed by rainfall, but what happens behind that and behind the front is the surge of some Arctic air from Canada too. This surges down through parts of the northern plain states, and it makes its way a little bit closer to us too. So our temperatures will also drop, but I want to kind of fine tune it. Here's Northeast Ohio for you in your National Zymer hour forecast to just zoom you ahead. I already did so until late tomorrow night. You're already starting to see some isolated sprinkles pop up here. Now I want you to reference the timestamp in the upper right hand corner of your screen. This is 11 p.m. but watch what happens when I just hit this button with you. We stay in the 50s at 3 in the morning, but with a click of two more buttons, you're going to notice the change. One button and then another button. Not only is the rain out of here, so it's a very quick hit, but we could see some heavier pockets of rainfall. Our temperatures drastically start to drop as that front sweeps on through. It will be a powerful one. You will notice it, not only the rain. The good part about this rain is the majority of it will happen as we are asleep. But by 10 a.m., temperatures have dropped all the way into the 30s, the mid to upper 30s. And with a sharp westerly wind here, this is going to make a wind chill feel a whole lot colder. We will potentially have wind chills right around 20 degrees or so throughout your Wednesday. So it will be a cold one, even though we start to work some sunshine back into the picture as we head through your Wednesday afternoon. That westerly wind is going to be very important, not only for the fact that it will be just windier in nature, but it's going to be set up over the lake. And what does that do for us? It wants to turn on the magical lake effects too. So some of this will happen late Wednesday night, but I think the bulk of it, as that cold really settles on in, will actually happen to be Thursday morning. So some of those snowbelt zones could wake up to a few flurries. I don't think accumulation out of this will be super crazy, but when it comes to Wednesday and how windy it could be, we could have wind gusts at times anywhere between 30 to 45 miles per hour. So your trash can, if it's parked outside for maybe trash day on Wednesday or even Thursday, you're going to want to watch it. Could end up in your neighbor's yard or down the street, and maybe it's not even the trash can, it's the holiday decorations you've already set on up. That's something to keep an eye on. You don't want blow up Santa down the street. I want to actually turn your attention to the lake itself because we have a gale watch already posted. That's like a big heads up for any folks who try to head out on the boat or maybe go fishing this time of the year. Wednesday is not going to be your day. We could see wave heights here through Lake Erie 8 to 14 feet. That is very impressive. We'll see this change to a gale warning as we head through the day tomorrow. Your Union Home Mortgage extended forecast will be in the 50s as we go through your Tuesday, but your Wednesday, don't keep an eyeball on that 55 because it doesn't last long. We'll see temperatures falling throughout the day. Then we're back in the 30s for high temperatures by Thursday, but the majority of your Wednesday will be spent in the 30s. But Laura, take a big breath with me because even though we start the month of December on Thursday and we'll be in the 30s, we return ever so mild as we head into the weekend.
All right, big breath. Payton, thanks. Not so bad.
We can do it.
We can.
Just one day.
100%.
Yeah.
All right, well,